Sean's a good buddy of mine. When I heard about 94X, I thought this would be the perfect event to have on this campus because this is a philosophy that we live every single day intentionally in our athletic department and in our university. God has blessed our athletic department with some incredible success the last several years. We're truly grateful. We've had a run to the Sweet 16. We went to the College World Series last year. In fact, last year was arguably the best year ever in the history of ORU athletics. Only 4 teams, thank you. Only 4 teams in the country last year, went to the College World Series and March Madness, and you're sitting in one of the campus of one that did it. So the soccer team is ranked number 18. They're going to play for a championship this Saturday. The golf team's won multiple things. And one of the things I'm most proud about is the Mabee Center in there has been brought back to life as well. We've been named the best basketball atmosphere 2 years in a row now. That beats the Thunder, TU, OU, all my Oklahoma friends. The best basketball atmosphere in all of Oklahoma 2 years in a row. And all of this has been done with a fraction of the budget that the teams that we play. A fraction. All right? And so when that happens, when we have all this success, everybody wants to throw a microphone in front of my face and our coach's face and say, how are you doing this? What's going on? What's happening in your athletic department? And really it's a simple answer because it's the people and the culture. And that's what you're going to talk about today. It's the people and the culture, and they're part and parcel to each other. Right? Absolutely. And there's a reason why 90% of athletic departments don't win. Right? There's same in business. New startups, all this. And we believe that unless God builds the house, the laborers labor in vain. Right? So ultimately, as CEOs in this room, as owners, as leaders, we're culture drivers. And culture is the environment and how we do something, right? How we operate our business. And I was blessed to come from Clemson University. So I was blessed to come from there. I believe God put all of you in a path for this moment today, for how you're going to do your business, how you're going to operate. I was blessed to be at Clemson where I supervised football when we hired Dabo and built an incredible, successful football program at Clemson that if you know is all centered around Jesus. Right? And so when I was there, we created this foundational culture aspect that still is part of me today and how we run this athletic department. And maybe some of you guys have heard it in the room. It's called being all in. We want to be all in all we do. Now that came from 1 Corinthians 9:24. Don't you know in a race all the runners run, but only one gets a prize. Run in such a way as to get the prize. So our whole culture has derived from running in such a way as God would have us to win the prize. And what we have found is our mission also derives from that. In our athletic department, we want every student athlete to leave ORU with a diploma in one hand, a championship ring on the other, and a heart for Jesus ready to change the world. Right? That's our mission in the athletic department. Now, what we've also found, and the world's trying to figure this out, but ultimately, this culture allows us to play, so to speak, for a different purpose, a higher purpose. And our employees, our coaches, care more. They give more. They work harder. They have ownership that other athletic departments, I'm giving you a little bit of the secret here, other athletic departments just don't have. Other businesses don't see. Right? Because ultimately, and it filters all the way down to our players, right? And our players are the same in how they operate, how they practice, how they conduct their business, both on and off the court. We're all in outcome-driven businesses here. Ultimately, it's about outcomes. Ours even more than most. And an outcome comes from our behavior, comes from our habit, comes from our core value, comes from our culture and our why. And we've got to win that equation. And that's what we do every day intentionally. And we believe that if you do that intentionally and continue to keep God in the center, what you're going to talk about today, God will give you platforms and opportunities to glorify Him. And that has certainly happened to us these last several years. And I'm a firm believer that it's going to happen to you in your business and how you uniquely cultivate this to what you're doing in your life and how God's brought you and what the platforms and opportunities He's going to give you. It's going to be incredible to see.